Hello, hello, my dear kids. Once again, welcome back. How are you? Are you fine? I hope all are doing well, and all of you did excellent in yesterday's quiz. Okay, today we will continue our part regarding this transportation and all. Okay, I hope all of you understand what all things we studied in the last classes. This is a drawing of a brain. No, sorry, it's a drawing of a what? It's a drawing of a heart. We just imagine it was our brain. Okay, how weird it will be. Oh my god, our brain with that much amount of blood and all. Whew. Anyway, just tell me one question. No, I will tell the question, you will tell the answer. Which vein carries blood from vein? Which vein carries blood from vein? Options: inferior vena cava or superior vena cava. Yes, superior vena cava, it's fine. Okay, and which artery carries blood to brain? Of course, it is aorta. So in exams, twisty questions like, not twisty question, it's simple question, will come like that. Means upper body part everything is being controlled by this superior vena cava, and lower body part it is controlled by inferior vena cava. But aorta is a strong man, okay, like me. It controls the entire body parts. It is giving blood, okay, pure blood to the entire body part. And aorta or the arteries, mostly they are very very strong, because inside arteries the blood runs with high pressure, almost 120 millimeter of mercury. That is the pressure, which is normal pressure. High blood pressure means it will come up 150, 160, 170, and normal blood pressure is like 80 to 120. We will discuss about that. I hope you studied all these things. The main thing is this: don't confuse with the right and left. When you see this diagram, okay, listen carefully about this. When you see this diagram, in the entire anatomy what we are studying, okay, if the one second, let it come. In the entire anatomy you are studying in biology, what all things, what you are saying, see, this is my right hand, but here it is written left atrium and left ventricle. This is my left side, but it is written atrium and right ventricle. No, you don't want to think like that. Understood? In anatomy, how you want to choose your right? When you are facing this side, understand? When you are facing the camera, at that time, what is your right and what is your left? Okay? Yesterday also I told you will get confused with this right and left. Okay? And still lots of students are making a lots of mistakes. So I don't want to see that again. So what you want to consider? You want to consider your standing position. You must face me or face this camera, and you must choose your right and left. So at that time your right hand becomes right side and left hand becomes left side. Okay? Don't position yourself towards this diagram. If you choose that, it will become, this part becomes right and this part become left. Actually, heart is not like that in your body, isn't it? Just imagine that when you are seeing, your right is actually left and your left is actually right. Okay? So that's it. Okay. I hope you know about those cycle. Impure blood will come from inferior vena cava and superior vena cava, and it enters the right atrium, and the right atrium it will pumps or collects that impure blood and pumps it to the right ventricle. Here is a valve which stops that blood to go back to our other parts, and then it will come to the right ventricle and it enters to the pulmonary artery. It is the only artery in our body which carries impure blood, or blood which does not contain oxygen, it contains carbon dioxide. And from pulmonary artery, upside is our lungs. From lungs, pure blood comes to the pulmonary vein and reaches left atrium. From left atrium, it will passes the mitral valve and reaches left ventricle, Left ventricle is the powerful man in the heart. Okay, see the thickness, like the muscled body of Hrithik Roshan or Salman Khan, isn't it? So, with that all strength, what the left ventricle do? They will pressurize the cabin. This chamber is being pressurized. So, this valve is closed. So, with high pressure, this blood enters the aorta. Okay? To withstand that pressure, aorta is always very, very strong, elastic. And it is also inside our body. Mostly runs inside through our body, inside through our hand, inside through our legs. Inside means not inside the bone. Okay, inside part. It's not running inside the bone. Don't write that in examinations. So the aorta will take it back to the entire parts of the body. Again, after giving it to the different organs, the upper organs will return it back to the superior vena cava. The lower organs will return it back to the inferior vena cava, and that cycle will continue. Okay, and one pumping cycle from left atrium to left ventricle. That is called as heartbeat. Understand? First left atrium, that we will discuss afterwards. Like this I will tell you won't understand. So let us go with the next writings of all those things. Oh, my lacing. But where is the full screen? Full screen is which one? Okay, control L. Actually, control and coordination we finished. Transportation, where is the thing we are going on with? Transportation in plants we studied. I think we didn't study it, isn't it? Blood pressure we didn't study. Okay, let's see. First we will... Okay, we only studied about the structure and function of the heart. Now we will discuss about the function of each and every part of the blood. Can you see the thing in the screen correctly? Or it is been like, I hope it's something like, let me see. Is it okay? It's fine. Can you read it? Hope it is fine. Are you right? Want to change the angle? Okay, I think you can read it. Okay, fine. Okay. Okay, the process of which the food, oxygen is carried from one organ to the other organ is the body is known as transportation. Food is carried from where? Yes, small intestine. Oxygen is carried from the alveoli, okay, or the lungs. What is the need? Intake of food and oxygen are now taken up the one place in the body of the organism, while all parts of the body needs them. So there is a need for transportation system for carrying food, oxygen. Leave it. You already know that. We are eating food through our mouth. Our mouth cannot provide energy for the entire body. So normally what we need? We need transportation. Am I right? We are breathing oxygen through our nose. Our nose cannot provide that oxygen to our entire body. So normally what we need? That is the need of transportation in human being. So let me see, this blood, what all things this blood contains. Anyway, we will discuss each and everything in details, but we will just discuss that now also. Blood is a red color fluid. Am I right or not? Yes, everybody's blood is red. Anyway, my red is blood, I don't know others. So mostly the blood contains 41% of red blood cells. Understand? Red blood cells are there in our blood, and some part of this, there is a lots of plasma is there. Then white blood cells are there, and also something called as platelets are there. And this red blood cells or this blood contains a particular type of pigment known as the, yes, tell me, hemoglobin. Okay, fine. Hemoglobin is there in our blood. Understood? And this hemoglobin is responsible for what? This hemoglobin is responsible for what? That is the pigment which carries oxygen. Correct or not? One second. This camera stand is totally weird. I'm not getting it correctly. The view is correct now. Do I want to take it one more time? Come on. Uh, is it fine? Okay. So, what I am talking about? I was talking about hemophilia and all. So, red blood cells which has hemoglobin which gives the red color to our blood. At the same time, what all things we have inside our blood? We have lots of other things called as white blood cells. Okay, white blood cells are also present in our blood, and this white blood cell is the reason for our immunity. These white blood cells, what they do? They will fight against these viruses, bacteria, other harmful chemicals and all which is entering our body, and they will kill it. Actually, white blood cells are our defense system of our body. And one more thing is there called platelets. So what will happen? You know, our body has a lots of blood inside, almost like 8 liters of blood are there. And if you cut our blood vessels, for example, if you are playing and you just cut your vein, what will happen? Lots of blood will flow out. Am I right or not? But within seconds, the blood flow is stopped. How? It is because of this thing called as the platelets. Don't think that that's the end of the explanation. No. We are detailed explanation about all these things will come next. But we need to see what all things are there in this blood. A lots of other thing is there like neutrophil, monocyte, lots of things that not for you. Okay, that's for PUC students. This photo is not yours. It's PUC students, not yours. And for ICSE students, not for CBSE or not for your state syllabus. So the main thing is here is hemoglobin is in the red blood cell which gives the red color, platelets, plasma and white blood cells. White blood cells is a defense system. It will fight against the viruses, bacteria and all. Red blood cells, the carriers of oxygen, platelets which helps to clot. And what is this plasma? Actually this plasma is a liquid. Okay, that liquidity is given by this plasma through our to our blood. All these things are present inside plasma. Together we can say it is what? It is blood. Okay, what are the major ingredients of blood? Plasma 55%, red blood cell 41%, which also has hemoglobin, platelets only 0.1%, white blood cells 4%. So these are the ingredients of our blood. All these things together it will become blood. Plasma transport food, carbon dioxide and nitrogenous waste in dissolved form. It is also, plasma also helps in transportation. Oxygen is transported by hemoglobin, but carbon dioxide also want to come back. You already know that carbon dioxide easily dissolves in blood. So there is no need of hemoglobin to travel to carry it. And some nitrogenous waste are produced inside our body. After the food we are eating reaches our blood cells, not blood cells, our body cells, that cells will change it into ATP. And lots of other waste materials are released that are nitrogenous waste. It is carried by what? It is carried by this plasma. Okay, plasma is nothing, that liquidity of blood is given by plasma. Okay, plasma is almost, we can say it is blood. Actually, blood is the mixture of plasma, red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets, hemoglobin and lots of other things. Plasma is the majority thing which is inside our blood. Chambers in the heart and all, we already discussed in last chapter. Okay. Oxygen and carbon dioxide have to be transported by the blood to prevent the oxygen-rich blood. This is the main thing called as the sender, is the spectrum. It is not given here. Okay, next picture we will discuss. To prevent the oxygen-rich blood from mixing with the blood containing carbon dioxide, there is a special thing called as this wall. See this wall? It is completely isolated. It is a seal like this, like two rooms, a wall. It acts as a wall. This is one room, this is the next room. This is the other room, this is the next room. These two rooms has a door. See, and these two rooms has a door. But there is no relation between these two doors. Understood? Not doors, rooms. It is actually like two different flats. This is your flat and this is your neighbor's flat. Anybody will open a door through your wall to the neighbor's flat? No. Understood? So the neighbor's flat has doors itself. You also has doors yourself. That means your secrets in your home and your neighbor's secrets at their home won't mix up with each other. That's why the blood, oxygenated blood here, deoxygenated blood here. It won't mix up inside our heart because of this wall called as ventricular septum. Okay, ventricular septum. The main job of that wall is to stop the mixing of deoxygenated blood and oxygenated blood. Ventricles have thicker walls. You already know ventricles have thicker walls because they are doing the pumping, isn't it? So they must have thicker walls. Which ventricle has more thicker wall, right or left? Already discussed. Left, right. Left. Okay, left ventricle. Why is it necessary to separate oxygenated and deoxygenated blood in mammals and birds? So what is the reason? In small animals like fish and all, these two types of blood separation is not there. There is only one. Vein will carry blood to the organs will take it back to the gills. That's it. See, the separation of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood provides, this is a 2-mark question, okay? Previous year 2-mark question. So we need high oxygen supply. Understand? Bigger organs need high oxygen supply. So because of that, the separation of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood is provided in our body. That is the answer for that question. This is useful in animals that have high energy needs such as birds and mammals, which constantly uses energy to maintain their body temperature. Okay, leave that. This I will give you as what question answers, just study that. In amphibians and reptiles, the body temperature depends on the temperature in the environment. So they have 3 chambers. Amphibians means like animals which is living in water and in also land, like frog, some types of snakes, crocodile and all. But reptiles, mostly like snake, lizard, isn't it? Like that. They have 3 chambers in hearts and tolerate some mixing of the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. So in their chamber there is 3 chambers are there in their heart. Okay, whose heart? Not our heart. Reptiles and amphibians. So their body temperature is not like us. Our body temperature is like 98 degree Fahrenheit all the time and it must be constant. Otherwise we will get ill. Am I right or not? But in the case of these reptiles, they need not need that much temperature. That's why they are called as cold-blooded animals. Okay, these 2 types of questions will come. Transport system in amphibians and reptiles. Why they are called as cold-blooded? If we check their blood, the blood is cold, not ours. Ours blood is hot. Because some of the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood is getting mixed inside their body. That's why they are cold-blooded. Transportation system in fish. See, in fish there is only how many chambers are there? 2 chambers, only 2 chambers are there. See, this is the heart of fish. Ventricle and artery. Artery will carry the blood to the gills and gills will give pure blood and it will reach us different organs and again it is carried back to the atrium. Okay, there is no doubles. This types of circulation is called as single circulation. Okay, difference between single circulation and double circulation is also important. Okay, the type of circulation in which blood flows through the heart only once is called single circulation. Human body, human beings does not have single circulation. Okay, fish have single circulation. Humans have double circulation. Let's see. This is the type of circulation in our body. Okay, just imagine this is our heart. Ventricle, left ventricle, right ventricle, left atrium, right atrium, vena cava, superior vena cava, inferior vena cava. This is aorta. This is pulmonary vein. Am I right or not? Oh, this is pulmonary artery, sorry. Pulmonary artery, pulmonary vein, aorta, vena cava. So these are capillaries. What do you mean by capillaries? I told capillaries are small. Small what? Network. It's a network of capillaries and veins. Okay? It's very small. It's the end of this pulmonary artery. These capillaries are almost size of a cell. See, our arteries and our veins are very big. So they cannot give that much amount of blood to the cells. Understood? That's why they are divided into small networks called as capillaries. These capillaries provides blood to the or different cells and organs, and from that it will connect it to the veins, and the vein will carry it to the heart. So this is double circulation system. Okay, you just understand this diagram also. Actually, this diagram won't come for exam directly, but while discussing about double circulation, within 2 minutes or 3 minutes you are able to draw this diagram, means it is fine. Okay, that's a good impression for a teacher. Not even if you not draw this diagram, you will get the mark. But if it is you are an expert drawer and you can draw it very fastly, then you can go with that. No problem with that. So that is single and double circulation. So this one, advantages of double circulation in human beings. Last part of that. Double circulation of blood is useful to keep oxygenated, oxygenated and deoxygenated blood without mixing. If we have single circulation, the entire body will have both the blood mixed. From that we won't get that much energy. That's why double circulation is going through our body. Separation allows a high efficient supply of oxygen to the body. This helps human beings to use energy to maintain constant body temperature. So almost huge amount of our this energy we are using for maintaining our temperature. Okay, like 36 or 37 degree Celsius or 98 Fahrenheit. If our temperature is above 98 degree Fahrenheit, it is big problem for us. Even if it is below also, big problem. So we need to maintain that constant temperature. For that purpose we are using most of the energy. That's why we need a lots of energy. That's why in our human body, what type of circulation is going on? Double circulation is going on. So you know the components of transport system. Heart, blood vessels. Okay? Heart is the pump. Where is it? Heart is the pump, blood is the transportant. Transportant is blood, and through the route, which route it goes? Blood vessels is the route, blood is the transportant, and heart is the pump or the powerhouse of this transportation. You already know that. Heart pumps oxygenated blood through the body, receives deoxygenated blood from various body parts and send this impure body to the lungs for you know this. Blood helps in the transport of oxygen, nutrients, CO2 and nitrogenous waste. These all things are transported through the blood. Just imagine, oxygen is the main thing. Second one is nutrients, different nutrients. What are they? Like amino acids, glucose, fatty acids, glycerols and all, carbon dioxide and nitrogenous waste. artery, veins and capillaries carry blood either way from the heart. Okay, you already studied about this. Capillaries are what? They are small networks of veins or small networks of arteries, okay, which connects the different parts of our body with vein and with arteries. Okay, they are very very small. That's why they are able to supply blood to the cells and take back the unoxygenated blood from the cells. Left auricle is a thin-walled upper chamber. When the left auricle relaxes, it collects oxygen. Rich blood. You already studied this exercise. When the left auricle contracts, okay, you studied functions of valves. What is the function of valve? To prevent the flowing back of blood. So which part has valve? You know that your atriums, both the atriums has valve, and also one more thing has valve. Here the veins also has valve. Okay, veins of our body has valve. Capillaries or not capillaries, arteries does not have valve. That's a good question. Okay, we will stop there today. Veins have valve. Arteries does not have valve. What's the reason? Any idea? Okay, because in vein there is not that much pressure of blood. Okay, so that blood can flow back. That's why in veins there is valves. But in the case of arteries, blood is flowing with high pressure. Not high pressure like 80 to 120 millimeter pressure. So there is no need of valve in those arteries. Understood? Okay, that is almost time is up. Next class we will discuss about in detail some parts of the heart, and transportation in human beings is already finished. Next class we will conclude this transportation in human beings. Okay, blood pressure and all is there. We will conclude that and we will start some of the diseases are also there regarding this. Okay, that's it. Okay, that's it, my kid. I hope this is also was an interesting class. In last class what we studied, that is the basics. Understood? That is the main thing. But what we studied today, that is question answers, application level of the last class. Questions will come from this part. And the first part, that is the main thing, you must study it. Okay, that's it. That's it, my dear kids. Today also I will conduct one more quiz. Prepare for that. Read your textbook, and I will try to give one note regarding till this portion, till this transportation. I will include transportation in plants also. Okay, I will include transportation in plants. Not today, tomorrow I will give. Tomorrow. That is also important notes. Just mark it into your CW, not CW. This photos also I will give. If you want, you can file it. Otherwise, just leave it. It's very easy. It's only question answers and all. So, till then, my dear kids, be at home, be safe, eat good food, be healthy, drink lots of water, stay home, stay safe, be healthy. Okay, this is Mithun Raj again, signing off from this part of the world. See you tomorrow. Till then, goodbye, take care, and Jai Hind.